KG, we won the game 2-1. Nothing to write home about, really. I mean, I predicted a 4-0. You probably predicted something like 8-0 or something outrageous.
8-0. You know how I stay. So,
but there was not great performances there. But Jesse got a goal, all smiles.
Yeah.
He got taken off quite early, which I found strange.
He looked pissed.
Matter, I thought was awful, but ended up with 2 assists when it really mattered. I didn't think he was great at all.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think he was great at all, but he made the 2 moments. So, he got his 2 assists. He done his job. But before that, I don't think he was great. McTominay, I didn't think covered himself in glory. It was just one of them, innit? But at the end of the day, you can't really moan about it. These men haven't played in ages. And we won the whole thing 7-1 on aggregate. So, you know what I mean? Just roll on Monday. But I don't know. Are you looking at that thinking, flex on Monday? We need the elites. Listen,
it's exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth, bro. We need the elites. I don't want to hear it's crazy because you know what? We celebrated. We've got through. It was a tepid performance. I was watching the performance saying, "Wow, we actually need reinforcements." This is a clear sign that reinforcements, because I started arguing with people on Twitter, which is funny for me. It wasn't really argument, I was pretty much smiling throughout.
You don't do arguments.
You know what I'm like, innit? But I was just writing stuff, and then I was getting into the whole midfield just wasn't working today. Do you know what I mean? It just wasn't working, and we were playing Lask, and I understand the point that you're making, but the players need to see these games as an opportunity to force their way into the team, because the starting 11 is a starting 11. You have to take your opportunity. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm just hoping that we start to see that. So I said, you know what? I think I might have a Fred agenda. I accept it today.
What made you say that then? Why?
What about the Fred agenda? Because I couldn't see. I was watching us play Lask, and I asked at halftime. I was like, "Hey guys, who's the best player?" Because I don't know. People were like the groundsman. People were saying it was really tough, and then I started to see Fred, Lingard, Bailly. That's what people were saying, and I was like, I haven't seen that. You know what I mean? I saw Lingard starting to show, but
Fred passed the ball quite well. I thought he went the wrong way a couple of times, but as the game wore on,
there you go.
He was probably a bit unlucky. I thought McTominay should have come off ahead of him.
Oh, McTominay was trash. Listen, there's no more. We call him McSaucy, yeah? This is what McTominay's sugar Nando sauce. It's running lower though. McTominay's here, bruv. It's a low sauce. Yeah.
Right now, yeah, he's really struggled since he's after the lockdown. He can't get a start, and when he's kind of come in here and there, he just can't run.
And then people start to think that I'm actually saying McTominay's a bit. I'm saying the whole midfield, I didn't like it, and you saw a difference when Pogba came on. You know what I mean? We actually showed that, because Lask were the better side in the first half, according to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you. They made the best chances.
There you go. But we have to say it's Lask. So if you lot tell me that Fred has been good and we're talking about Lask, yeah, I don't. Well, and it's a legendary. So,
but in the same time though, when he played and McTominay played, and they played in the first leg against Lask, we beat them 5-0.
There you go. So this is
what they were very good that year.
That's why I said I got to settle down. I think maybe I've just got into my head. I don't know what it is, but I need to start.
He can play. I think your thing was just that he's not going to get to play enough, and he needs confidence to be good. That's
what I re-explain to people. That's what I explain to people. I'm just saying, because the main thing is, it's just to understand that I don't think he's a bad player at all, but we know the board that we have. You know what I mean? The board right now are doing the most around this Sancho deal. So I know fans and people are going to say what they want to say about it, but literally, we can't just spend money reckless. The way you want,
reckless as your opinions. We can't just throw it out.
No, we can't. And what they're actually trying to do is, why you're seeing the negotiations is a bit harder, is we still got players to sign after this. If we start to show that we're pushovers, it's going to look funny, and when we are trying to negotiate with other people. So that's why we're pushing out this. we're not going to be bullied.
Let me ask you this. I mean, with what's been coming out and some of the noises and all of these different little tweets being coming out here, Fabrizio Romano just sticking with what he said, which is, listen, deal is done in terms of personal terms. It's just the two clubs agreeing fee. Unlike the British press that are saying, no, nothing's been agreed on anything.
That's us.
Where do you stand?
No, so that is, I'm telling you, that is us. Like, so, you know, you got people working for the papers, and it was a bit amazing that all of them had this news right at this time.
They got briefed.
Yeah, they got briefed. So you have to understand, Dortmund have been setting their stalls out, basically saying to their fans, look, we're not just letting go of amazing talent because everyone will come and take from us. We need to now say, because the deal's done. I believe the deal's done, but it's how we look to the other teams. You know what I mean? So now we're going to negotiate with Aston Villa. If we just spend 120 million, listen to all their demands, when we go to the table with Aston Villa, it's going to be very difficult. Now, if they can see that we're pushing back, it will send a good message. And that's all that right now is PR. It's just a battle of PR from both sides. They've all agreed. Them man are probably laughing, like sending DMs and that, like, yo, imagine, I'm going to release this thing to Simon Stone and them, man. You know what I mean? So,
okay.
This is it. So again, from my perspective, just back to the game, there were things to praise. Timothy Fosu-Mensah, it's great to see him playing.
First half, he had a bit of it wasn't great.
No, it wasn't. But I'm just saying, no one was good in the first half. No one was good in the first half, but it's good to see him. He played well. Bailly looked decent. Clutching at straws.
I'm thinking, I know you're trying to do the positive thing in that.
I can't. I'm clutching, literally.
Like, KG, sometimes you can just say,
I can't like
dead game. And to be fair, I feel sorry for Jesse. He should have got 90 minutes there, surely.
Jesse Lingard was vexed, but it was nice. But then now you got to say to yourself, did you make you say, let's give Jesse a new contract? When you was watching, did you see new contract? Because I didn't.
No, of course not. I even if he would scored a hat-trick against Linz today, I just think in the future, i.e. all the important games, all the games that really matter next year, where we're going, he's not going to be the first name on the team sheet. So I think for Jesse to get the game time that he probably deserves in order to restart his career again, he's not going to get it at United. I can't see it. So if he stays, it's more of I think it'll just be more of because he's a nice guy and they all like him. Yeah, it's a bit tokeny. It's a bit of a nice gesture-ish. I think if Ollie's going to get ruthless and really kick us on, he says, all right, well, Jesse, you can stay and run out your contract, but you're not going to play. But giving him a new deal,
I don't know. This is the thing. And when he started, when the sub story, not the sub story, is a sad story. When that came up, I was like, "Raw, maybe we should give him time in it." Do you know what I mean? Because I don't want.
It does, but I feel the opposite. I feel that means release him so he can go and play.
No, because
unless though, this is one thing I was thinking of, though, which you have to take into consideration with the nature of what he said he had going on, having to look after his younger brothers and his siblings, his mum not being too well, a lot of stuff family wise. Is he going to want to uproot from that family home and move somewhere? Or where he might just think, you know what? It's like your place of work, innit? If you're getting on in the office, but you might not be performing, you still got the missus at home, you got the kids, you're like, I still need to kind of stay here, though.
There's so many arguments.
So maybe that might play into it.
The key Jesse Lingard argument is this. I listened to Tom Cleverley talking on TalkSport about his feelings for Man United. And I was devastated. As a Man United fan, he said the fans turned on me. I grew up at this club and the fans just washed their hands of me. But listen to him talk. He's talking about us lot. Do you know what I mean? And I would hate for Lingard to step away from this club with those feelings. The way
I hear that.
You know I mean,
where's the cutoff point? Are we there to make players? We're there to listen. We're fans of the club, so whoever puts on the shirt, we're there to support them and want them to do the best they can do.
Yeah.
But they're there to perform at a level that keeps the team on. And I just feel with Jesse, which I said plenty of times, it's unfortunate because in that time where he was going through what he's going through, the squad has moved on so far. And it's almost, I feel that it would make us regress to allow him to just give him time to just find his form. Because he's only going to get used in this capacity.
And that's the key point. You're making a key point, and that's why I don't need to be anywhere near the boardroom, fam, because I'll be giving mad people contracts. Yep, Stam, come on down, fam. Are you sure you're all right? You got the pace back? I'm looking at Matter. I'm looking at Matter like, wait, he could do a couple more years. No, he can't, bruv. You know what I mean? Like, but then I wouldn't be the one to deliver that news. So that's why it's good for me to just be a fan from here. I feel the way I'm gonna feel sentimental to all these players, but it's hard. I really hated Cleverly speaking the way he was speaking, and I'd hate for Lingard, someone that has given. You got pictures of him being trained by the greatest, and he's been here. So it's like, as long as if he does leave, he leaves in the right manner. So
listen, Jesse would definitely go with our blessing for sure, and hopefully he can kickstart his career. To finish off, KG, who was your man of the match? Was it Jesse?
Oh yeah, it's Jesse. No, because there wasn't one, but yeah, give it to Jesse.
There wasn't one, no.
It wasn't. Right. No, Jesse. If anyone, Jesse looked like the only bit of excitement in a rubbish game. But it's cool. We're through to the next round. Let's go.
Okay, bro. I'll see you at Player Ratings very shortly.
See you later, man.